What I like the most about the project is the opportunity for people to engage with their community in a way that they may not have had the courage to do before or the opportunity to do before. But it is a real celebration of community and what people are capable of, and what they're happy to share. So I'm Kirsten and I'm a volunteer curator at the Laneways. Quite often I'm asked what are the Laneways, and there are 4 spaces that are accesses behind houses where people would walk on a daily basis to and from school, to and from the shops or commuting. So they had quite a bit of movement through them, but yeah, otherwise they were abandoned spaces within Glen Eira. To start off, it was really neighbours that decided that the laneway that was in behind us was really quite grotty and it had got quite overgrown. So we thought, seeing it was in our backyard, that we would get people together and we'd start clearing it. And as soon as we started that, within literally hours, people coming from everywhere to say, look, can we join in, can we help? Let's beautify this space. And it grew from there. So it just started with the one laneway, and then as each laneway was nearing completion, it spilled over into other spaces. Some of the conversations I like to have when I go through with people is, especially the kids, is ask them which their favourite piece is. And there's a little tiny 3-year-old that comes through and she sees Freddie Mercury up there and she shouts out, "Freddie!" every single time she walks through. I just love it. So we're 3 years in and we've moved to 4 spaces, 2 in Carnegie, 2 in Glen Huntly. We've thought about it quite importantly around a physical manner when you go for a walk with your family, with friends. We like the fact that each space hasn't just developed and stayed stagnant. So as you move through each week or each month, there's something new to discover. A new artist or a new piece, or just the fact that the garden's changed, the leaves have fallen, whatever it might be. So one of the lovely things is the number of different things that happen. So it's obviously a library box to exchange books. People share their fruit and vegetables and produce with us. Some of the laneways have got applications on the ground. So even yesterday when I was walking through the laneway, one of the mums was down there with her daughter and they were playing hopscotch, and then they were chasing the numbers and they were jumping around because there's these activities to do on the ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13.
COVID-19 has actually made a really big impact in the laneways. And because it's a space that we could walk through and that we obviously are encouraging locals to find, they would find a quiet space, but they would also find they were passing other people. And when you're in the space, it tends to be quite joyful. So there's that nice sense of walking past people when we're in our 5-kilometre lockdown and the 1 hour out that we had. It also meant that people that were stuck at home, that were very isolated, were able to engage with the community. So I think it has very positive ramifications. So the future for the laneways will be really interesting. I've still got energy to, drive movement in the community around it. We've got some lovely helpers and there's more and more people. Each time we show that there's something has been successful for people or people have found a space to move into, they'll come back again and they'll share that information with their friends. So I think we're still very much in a growth phase. But I think the future for it, more than anything else, is anywhere that there's a space in Glen Eira where a local couple of people would like to safely develop their space for beautification, for community involvement, we would be very happy to share the information and our experience with them and encourage them. Sometimes it just is a little bit of encouragement. The laneways bring people together. There's so many different facets of this, and it's something that you might discover. It's something that word of mouth might have told you about. But yeah, I just hope it brings kindness for people. It offers them a space and Yeah, I just like the fact that when I still watch people discover it 3 years down the track, even if they just live around the corner and they've only just found it, there's real joy in people. It's a lovely experience.